This is Lesson 7.5 from the University of Idaho's CS112 course. Alright, so just as a quick review, in the last two lessons we've been developing this colored blocks code. So far in the program we have it create yellow and green blocks. It creates turtles. The turtles have a heading, either kind of north, east, south, or west. If the turtle lands on one of the colored blocks, the turtle changes the direction and the block color is also changed. As a general overview, this is probably what your program looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to add more to the colored blocks code from the last lesson. So we're going to add some new buttons. We're going to add a turtles button so that when it's clicked, more turtles are created based on the number of turtles slider. Whenever we click on yellow blocks, more yellow blocks are going to be created based on the number of yellow block slider. When we click on green blocks, similar for green. And every time we go through the routine, go through the go, we're going to make it so that there's a 1% chance that the clear drawing command is going to be executed to clear all the line pens, but it doesn't affect any of the patches or the turtles. Since we already have the turtles and colored blocks created, to increase the number, each button just needs to call that specific procedure. So the buttons that we're going to need is turtles, and this should call more turtles in the command, yellow blocks, and this should call the create yellow blocks in the command, and green blocks, which calls the green blocks command. So let's go ahead and put those into play. So if I go to my net logo, I go to my interface, turn on my magnifier so you guys can see what I'm clicking on. Let's go ahead and add a button. If I click, the command that we're going to put in here is more turtles. And the reason for that, and I'll show you that here, turtles. We're going to have a display name of turtles. And the reason for that is right in here, inside of code, we did more turtles, and this create right here, this more turtles creates a number of turtles, and it kind of gives them all of that information that we wanted them to. So if I click on turtles, I create more turtles. Awesome, that's what I was looking for. All right, same thing, we're gonna do this with the create yellow blocks and the create green blocks. And so let's go ahead and do this. And the command is going to be create yellow blocks, and the display name is going to be yellow blocks. Okay, and then we're going to add another button and the command is going to be create green blocks, and the display name is going to be green blocks. All right, I'm going to click OK. So now, if I click on this, it should create some yellow blocks. Awesome. It should also create some green blocks. Awesome. Setup, step. All right, so for the most part, this is behaving the way that we kind of expected it to. However, one thing that we also want to include in this is a chance for it to get that percentage. So let's go back to our lesson, turn off the magnifier. All right. So every time we go through the go routine, we want there to be a 1.1% chance that clear drawing will be executed to clear all the pen lines without affecting turtles and patches. Clear all would delete everything. We don't want that. We want just clear drawing. So 0.1% is 1 out of every 1,000 times. If you think of 1%, that's 1 out of 100. 0.1%, that's 1 out of 1,000. So we're going to use this little bit of code, and actually I think I did this in a prior lesson. If random is 1,000 is less than 1, we're going to clear drawing. I did something very similar to this in a prior one, and I didn't mean to. So we're going to go ahead and put that in, and we need to put this in the go routine. And it's not done by the turtles. The turtles aren't the ones that are doing this. It's specifically the observer. So this needs to go outside of the ask turtles block. So let's go back to NetLogo, go to our code. So in our go, and we can choose, you can go either before or after. I like to have it a little bit before. So I'm going to go if random, and we want 1,000, and this is going to make it 0.1%. We're going to do clear drawing. That's going to be the end of it. So now, setup, and if I click go, something's not right. Let's see here. Where did I mess that up? There's no way that's happening. Oh, I did greater. Less than. There we go. Check. Setup. Go. There we go. So now, every once in a while, let's see here. We're only at 190. So eventually, when it gets to 1,000, we should have seen it at least once go through. A little bit of a waiting game. Come on. Now, technically, it could go past 1,000, and it would still get like that. So let's see if I can speed this up at all. Faster. Okay, come on, guys. There it was. Yeah. So eventually, it did clear out. That's the nice thing about using that little slider. All right, let me bring that off. Okay, and yeah. So this should be pretty much it. On your kind of assignment version, you should have some different colored blocks. You should have an additional colored block. So go ahead and make a routine with that as well. Yeah, that should be just about everything.